Hello, parents. It's that time of the year again when everybody's transitioning back to school and a lot of worries, fears, anxieties, stress hits your household. My name is Laurel Crossley and I'm the founder of opti-mom, and I coach children who struggle with worry and anxiety. So today I'm here to share with you just a few tips on helping your kiddo transition back to school nicely. So I did a supporting video for the children. This is the supporting video for the parents. So the very first thing I want you to do as a parent is to kind of do a temperature check. And that's something I learned in adult education, where you assess how things are in the moment. It's really important that you are aware of your behavior and how your behavior actually impacts the stress and worry of your children. Sometimes as adults, we have a mental capability of understanding more from a cognitive standpoint what potential stressors and worries there are. The problem is, because we have all of this life experience that contributes to our worries, fears, and anxieties, the children don't necessarily have them. So sometimes our behavior absolutely 1000% directly impacts our children's behavior. So number one thing is to make sure that your stress and worry is under wraps. And so that means doing a few thousand things. One of the things that I know, a few thousand, well, I'll give you a few tips. One of the things I do know is that when working with these kids, they really feel a sense of being unempowered, disempowered, without power. And so it's really important that you as parents help them feel as empowered as possible. And that means building them into the process of going back to school, of making that transition. Putting some responsibility on their shoulders, helping them or getting them to help with lunches, taking some of the workload off you and putting it on to them. It makes them feel really much better about themselves. It boosts self-esteem and self-worth if they know that they're making decisions and helping you out. And so often we don't want kids to help us out because we think, oh, well, we're going to have to redo what they've done anyway. But let go of that. So empowering them to dress in the morning, empowering them to make their own lunches, getting themselves organized with their backpacks, all of that organizational stuff. So that's tip number one. Second thing is, get them on a schedule way before school starts. And I know a lot of my colleagues out there who are therapists and psychologists and sleep professionals, they're all saying the same thing. Get your kids on a back to school routine way before back to school, because there's nothing worse than allowing your kids to stay up really super late at night and then having them to, have to the next day transition to getting up really early. So putting them on a routine 3 to 4 weeks even before, before they go back to school is really important. That includes bedtime, sort of eating at regular times, and and doing it, sort of sneaking it in here and there, so it's not a big transition when they go back to school. So that's tip number two. Tip number three is to really look for tools that your children can use to help reduce their own stress and anxiety. And you can use them too. So there's a couple of things. One thing that's really hot right now is all this coloring, all this dedication to buying, or you'll see them probably in the bookstores, as coloring. And it really, researchers are saying that coloring has as much calming influence as meditation. So get your kids a coloring book. They're everywhere. And just grab the pencils and markers or whatever you want and start coloring. It's really relaxing. I personally use it. I have a special coloring book. It's a Mandela coloring book, and I use that. And then let's segue beautifully into meditation. So the idea of just taking some nice, deep, calming breaths in and out, closing your eyes, and focusing on a place that makes you feel calm and peaceful. That tool can help kids, can help parents, it can help you at work. You're sitting at your desk and you've got this big project and you just don't even know where to begin. Well, begin by doing a meditation to really get yourself focused. Meditation is wonderful. I use it all the time for business planning, and I teach other business professionals the same thing. So that's another thing, is meditation. And, really trying to set up tip number 4 is trying to set up a space, a Zen zone in your home where you can go, your kids can go when they're feeling overwhelmed. So just that place that's really quiet. Maybe there's a pillow, a blanket, a chair, no technology. Maybe there's a nice smelling candle or something like that there. Don't leave your kids or yourself unsupervised, but you know what I mean? No flames in there, but something that maybe has a nice smell to it, because that can lend a hand to helping people relax and create that space so that when people are feeling overwhelmed, they actually can go and just use that space just to become calm and peaceful. So there's just a few tips for you. I hope that helps you. If you want more information or to learn more about programs that we offer to support children, please visit us at www.opti-mom.ca. Thank you for listening and have a great transition back to school.